of stuff in the environment. Okay, so we've lost manufacturing, like 90% of manufacturing. We're making millions of dollars out of technology that's not usable. We don't have infrastructure anymore. We can't use coal power stations because the fucking greenies won't let us have it. We can't use water because the fucking greenies won't let us have it. We've lost so much farming because of the lack of water. All we need is water management, not loss. And our entire manufacturing industry has gone offshore to one place. I don't know what more we've got to give to control the environment. I mean, you look around us, this is our environment. Everybody's doing what they like, doing what they can to protect it. No, we've got to go and protect some third world shithole that won't look after themselves. We've got no more to give. We've lost so much industry, we don't have a future for our kids. Can't get an apprenticeship for kids these days. All we've got is mining, and mining just turns people into fucking morons, makes us all unemployable. It's miserable to think this way. We as Aussies want to keep it. We want to hang on to this. And we're watching it all go down the shit sheet because our politicians don't give a fuck. And they just want to line their own pockets. It's a load of crap.
What do you think about refugees coming into this country and being given a place?
Well, that's a tough one because everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to help them live a better life and that kind of thing. And you know, we want to help them look after their environment. We want to help them look after their futures and stuff like that. So countries all over, the majority of countries that have taken refugees don't have income. So who pays for it? Who pays for it? We don't have the housing, we don't have the water, we don't have the food, we don't have jobs, we don't have infrastructure to house what we've got here now, the people that are here now. And you're being hundreds of thousands more and put them where? And who's going to pay for it? We don't make money, the country doesn't make money anymore. So where does this money come from? What's the plan? There isn't one. We'll bring over hundreds of thousands, throw them in the house and forget they're there. And then bitch about the fact that they got their hand out. We're not training any of them. And train them to do what? They're probably very smart people. No one will ever know. We just shoved them in a box and shut the door. It's bullshit. It's a load of crap.
It is a load of crap.
And we can't afford it. This country just can't afford it. I don't know where they think the money's coming from. I mean, there's a majority of us pay the most amount of tax and the richest minority don't. That's an old story, but in this country especially, when we've lost so many industries, I don't know what the hell the government expects us to do now. They wonder why we're indifferent about rebooting our industry. We don't have the factories, we don't have the buildings, we don't have the power to supply the buildings, we don't have the people to build the fucking things. We've got a totally useless generation of people coming up now that can't use their hands, they can't build skateboards, they can't build kites. Wearing their thumbprints out of the game machines, which is fine, they're fun, I get it, but they're not being trained. No one's getting trained. It's doom. It sounds like Doomsville, but it's, you know.
It's not. You're passionate about it and you care.
That's why these are just points that I see. It might sound negative. This is just points of interest.
It's not negative. It's truthful and it's actually it's passionate.
I mean, we relied on Indonesia to process our bloody recycling stuff. Why? We had that industry here as a multi-billion-dollar industry, and like snap of a finger, it was gone. So what do? We ship all our shit to Indonesia, and what do they do with it? They used it as landfill. So that's our fault. Are you fucking serious?
Okay, now to show everybody that how passionate you really are, tell me about this river and where we are right now. Why do you like it out here?
Listen.
Listen, yeah.
The birds, the wind going through the trees, the smell of the water.
Yes.
I was born and raised in a place like this. A lot of people think the white fellas don't know anything about black fellas' spirit. I can tell you right now, most of us do.
Okay, look at me and say that again. That was lovely.
A lot of people don't think that the white fella knows much about the black fella's spirit, but I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm bloody sure you do.
This is where my spirit is. It comes from Berry in South Australia on the Murray River, and this is smaller, but it's just identical. It smells the same, sounds the same, looks the same.
This is a very, very beautiful, passionate man. And he's passionate about the land, and he's passionate about the birds and his family.
But look what's happening in South Africa. Exactly the same things happen. Corruption, politicians, lost industry. They can't even supply themselves fucking power. Who's giving them water? Yeah. And what's the black people's plan? Just eradicate the white people and then what? Ask for more fucking handouts? What is the plan?
That's the
They're
way
murdering
you
all the
say
fucking
it.
farmers that feed them.
There is something so lovely about Australians. They just say it the way it is, and I bloody love it when you do that. You say, I have no filter. You're bloody brilliant.
I mean, a lot of people call Americans big-headed and blah, 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 you know, but they're looking after themselves. Trump, yeah, he's a dickhead, but look what he did with industry. He rebooted it. They're back to making money. They're back to growing. It wasn't Barack Obama. That was bloody Trump.
God, you're bright. Why don't you go and stand on a palladium? Go and...
A podium? Because the stupid people are the ones that come and listen. I can tell them their shoes are on the wrong feet and they'd fucking believe me.
Oh. No, Darren, I don't know. I don't think you've finished with this chat.
Oh, no. Okay. I admire the people that are stretching their wings and try and get into outer space, you know. But we're never going to know what they see. They continually lie to us.
Yeah.
Continually lie to us. There's more going on with the moon and the Antarctic than we'll ever know. And it's interesting. It should be news. It should be like right out there. But no, we're all more worried about the size of the Kardashians' fucking ass.
Okay, if anybody has anything negative to say about what Darren has to say, I think keep it to yourselves, because he's just passionate and honest. And really,
It's not directed at anybody specific.
No, it's not directed
race
at anybody.
or religion.
Exactly, race or religion, and he's not directing at it. He's having a rant, like everybody does. Don't pretend you don't.
It's like this gay thing. The gay community's treated like they just popped up yesterday. Hang on a minute. So Rocket Hudson was born